Hello, welcome back to part 2 of the business study questions that we started with. Now, we're going to take 18 to 35 for this part 2. So let's go straight into it. The person who tests the accuracy of financial transactions independently is a dash. Now, do you notice the word there? Striking word, independently. The one who tests the accuracy of financial transactions independently, meaning he doesn't consider the opinion of all the other persons in an organization. He tests it based on financial principles and policies of that organization. He's called a what? He's called an auditor. Okay, and auditors are used in every big and medium organization because people can execute frauds. So money is moved, a lot of money moves. So an auditor is needed to come and check and to balance the accounts to make sure that actually what you said the money moved for, the money moved there. Know that at some point it was diverted into another account. So it's called an auditor. And if you know the meaning of audit, you actually know that that's going to be right, because an audit, checks and cross-checks and confirms accounting data for correctness. So that's auditor. And then question 19. The factor of production that bears risk and organizes resources is dash. Now you have land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. These are the 4 factors of production. But one of them bears risk. Can land bear risk? No. Land don't know. It doesn't have human feeling. You cannot put risk on land. What about labor, capital? They are all assets, resources. But entrepreneur is a human being, it's a person. It's human beings that bear risk. Risk is given to humans, right? So this is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody who is a business person. A business person who runs and manages a business using these factors of production. Okay, what are the factors of production anyway? There are things that come together to make sure there is production. Simple. Don't allow too much grammar to spin your head. All these things must come together to make sure that there is a production. You need land, a property, a office space to run a business, right? Either you're using your house or a shop or a container or anywhere. What about labor? Somebody has to do the job. It could be you. Okay? You can be running maybe a simple hairdressing business or wig selling business on WhatsApp. As simple as that. You are the laborer. Don't you know that? Yes, you are the laborer because you are the one working. So that's labor. What about capital? The money, your money that you use to run a business. An entrepreneur, you yourself, in such an instance or such a scenario, you are the entrepreneur. Is it clear? Okay, so the factor of production that bear risk and organizes all these resources, these other resources, is this guy. It's the one that bear risk. If the business fails, it's on you, the entrepreneur. Is it clear now? Good. And then question 20. Okay, insurance that cover loss due to fire is called dash. And we have several kinds of insurance. You have life insurance, indemnity, fidelity, guarantee, fire insurance, but that's fire insurance. Now, fire insurance covers loss due to fire. Now, note that as the name implies, fire insurance, it can only cover insurance that is caused by fire. In other words, no matter how much you paid for the insurance, if maybe you did a fire insurance on your car, meaning that if my car caught fire, the company should either fix the car or buy me a new one, right? So, but unfortunately, the car got destroyed by accident. The company will not pay you shishi. They won't honor your insurance claim because what you did is a what? Fire insurance. So fire insurance is very good for businesses that are like in Computer Village, Onisha businesses, Onisha main market, Katangwa, clothes businesses, where fire could be a real thing. Fire could happen anytime. Or businesses like a petrol station, good, they will need fire insurance. Fire insurance could be really good for them. Petrol station especially, businesses that deal with flammable substances, so that anything happens, then the insurance company comes up to help them fix it. 21. The document a prospective supplier sends showing terms and prices is what? Now you see, we came across this question before. They were all having the same options. But for that one, we went with what? Invoice, because we saw supplied at the end of that question. You can go and check it within the first 10 questions in the previous video, which you can find the link to it in the description of this one. I've attached the video. So now, and I told you that was invoice because it is a document that is sent after or alongside the goods that are supplied to the company. But in this case, this one, you are a prospective supplier. You've not supplied the company yet. You've not supplied the goods. You are amongst other prospective supplier. The company needs this marker and tells 10 suppliers out there that have been supplying them before. Can you tell us the price independently for this marker? You choose maybe the lowest price, maybe the best quality. So you are not going to give your price alongside the description of what you want to supply, the terms. Okay, for me, if I supply you this marker, you must pay me the same day. That's your own term. Or I accept 2 weeks, because many companies say 2 weeks before they can pay you. 2 weeks of delivery of the product before they can pay you. So it shows your own terms, and your price is called the word quotation. So you give your quotation. This is my quotation. The quotation must show the description of the product you want to supply. If possible, you can attach a picture. It must show the prices. It must show the terms. Okay. Do you accept return on this marker? Do you accept refund? You will state it there. We don't accept return. Once the goods is confirmed by you at your procurement office, the date was supplied, you saw it, you confirm it, you tested it, you say, oh, it's okay. And you decide if you accept return or all those kind of stuff. I don't want to dwell on it too much. 22. The cash book that records small routine payments, small payments, is called petty cash book. Petty cash book is the cash book that records small routine payments. So you see, petty means small. So petty cash book, you put all your small payments. Then later you now transfer it into the proper journal. Okay, but maybe things like bought fuel on maybe you open a record for Monday. You bought fuel 20k. You bought what else? You bought oil for your gen. You service the gen. You paid for electricity bill. You bought refreshment for staff. Now all those things. At the end of the day, you now calculate all those things. You now say total expenses 55k. So is that total expenses 55,000 that you remove and put into your either 1 entry or 2 entry or 3 entry journal. Okay, so petty cash book. 23. The type of partner who does not take part in management but contributes capital. This is another interesting question. So there are some partners in business. What is partnership? This kind of business now is a partnership business where two people come together to do or to run, to establish a business. Many or most very large corporations are partnership business. I'll give you an example. Access Bank PLC. It's not owned by one man. It's partnership business. There are stakeholders or partners. So now the type of partner who does not take part in management. What's management? It's not there to control staff or to manage the business. He is just there putting his money in, financing the business based on percentage or based on shares. It's called what? Dormant partner. It's called a dormant partner. He is not there actively. He doesn't come to the office. He's not there. But whatever proceeds the company makes based on the agreement with the other partners, he gets his 1%, maybe 30, maybe 40, maybe 60. In some cases, is sent to his account because his own finances, that he's putting his finances into the business, which is as good as him being in the business. Do you get it now? Good. His money is working for him. That's what it means. 24. A printed form used to deposit cash or check into a bank account is a dash. Deposit slip. You have withdrawal slip, deposit slip, check, stop paying slip. So when you go to the bank, you have 10K. You want to deposit it into your bank account. The bank will give you a deposit slip, which you will fill at the counter to deposit the money to your bank. It's also called a paying slip. So B and D can work. 25. The art of spreading product awareness to persuade customers or potential. I think we should put potential customers is what? When you're moving up and down, either using electronic means or physical means. Buy my marker. This marker can write for Africa. This is the best marker in the world. You're telling people up and down the place. What are you doing? Advertising. It's called advertising. All these other things you also see on TV, YouTube. You are watching a YouTube video, you see Postinger, or you see Milo advertisement or Cadbury. They are all advertising. 26. The term for moving goods from producer to consumer is called what? Distribution. Production is making the goods. So distribution is moving the goods from where it has been made or from its warehouse to the final consumers. 27. The machine used to duplicate documents quickly in an office is a what? Photocopier. Every office, like the bank office, open offices, they often have photocopier. So open offices have this. So the machine used to duplicate documents in an office is photocopier. A person who brings buyer and seller together for a commission is a what? Is a broker. All right. Now you have stockbrokers. In fact, should I shock you? Jumia is an example of a broker. Do you know that? Now, you won't say Jumia is a person. It's not a person, it's an organization. But in a way, they are a broker because they don't have any shop. Do you know Jumia doesn't have any shop? Jumia doesn't stock goods. Jumia just connects you, the buyer, to the sellers. So the sellers come, open a platform on jumia.com.ng, and you come and buy, right? So on that platform, and Jumia earns from what? Commissions. So the person who brings buyer and sellers together, or ggnow.ng, okay, also a broker. So they are called brokers. And then 29. Payment for the use of another person's money over time is called what? You should know this one. So you borrow my money, or I lent you money, and you are going to give me back in 2 months' time. You lent 500,000, and I say in 2 months' time when you are giving me back, I'm collecting 650 or 700,000. What happened is that you are paying me what is called interest for using my money over the period of 2 months. My money is working for me. That's what it means. So you are paying me interest. Payment for the use of another person's money over a period of time is called interest. 30. A document prepared by a buyer to request goods. You see, we've seen this before. A document requested by a buyer or prepared by a buyer or by a company, by a purchasing company or purchasing department to request for some goods from a supplier is called what? I said it before in detailed explanation. I won't dwell on this again. LPO, local purchase order. The method of payment where cash is paid on delivery of goods. You must have seen these short codes before. But this is our answer here. COD. Cash on delivery. So the method of payment where cash is paid on delivery of goods is cash on delivery. So you ask the company, do you accept COD? cash on delivery. Say no, I don't accept cash, or I accept cash on delivery. In other words, you will pay me when the goods is delivered to you. You will not pay before the goods arrive. Some companies accept, some companies will not accept that. 32. A shop that sells a wide variety of goods under one roof with separate departments is a dash. Now, this is an example of such a shop, and a lot of superstore manages this shop. So you see, it's always in compartments. The doorway may be here or maybe here if you like. So you see this place, they may say beverages. This one they may say children material. You see the tag on each of those shelf high, on each of the high. You see beverage, you may see detergents. Here you may find furniture. Here you might find all manner of stuff. So they are called departmental store. But we put them under the name supermarket or supermart. But the correct name for them is departmental store because they outline their products in departments. And that's to help the consumer from moving up and down, being confused. Good. Examples of stores. Give me 3 examples of stores in the description of this, in the comment section, that practice departmental store kind of arrangement. If you get it right, I'll tell you what I will give you in the next video. 33. The small percentage reduction from the list price to encourage bulk purchase is what? The small percentage reduction from the listing price to encourage bulk purchase is what? Cash discount, trade discount, rebate, commission. Okay, so let's say a website or a shop say, okay, I sell this one marker for 200, but if you are going to buy 5, instead of paying 1,000, pay 800. Right? Have you seen that before? It's popular. Even everybody uses it. You go to the market, they say, one orange bulb is 200. Then you say, I'll take 3 for 500. And the person says, pay. So that's what trade discount, where you get small reduction to encourage you to buy more. Good. 34. A key characteristic of a good filing system. What is filing system? Documentation system. So a key characteristic of a good filing system is accessibility, meaning we should be able to access it anytime. That's how we know if this is a good record system. I need my documents, or I need my property, or I need my assets. I should be able to get it out anytime. So question 35, our final question. The person who writes a check is the dash. You have the drawee, the drawer, the payee, and the banker. We've dwelled on this question several times through this video, and that is the drawer. So he writes the check to the payee. The payee is the person that is being paid that check. Alright, so there we have it. 35 solid questions that you would encounter in almost about all business study exams. I'm sure you did enjoy this video. Make sure you like the video and share, of course. And like I've said repeatedly, if you have questions or you need explanations, please use the comment section and we can relate together. And of course, if you want to join our private tutoring class, you want to get private sessions, please use the link in the description of this video. You'll find a Telegram link to chat with us, and we'll be happy to assist you. I'll see you in another video. Goodbye. Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the content you just watched. To see more episodes as that, preparing you for your oncoming exams, smash the subscribe button on this channel right now and visit the playlist that we've made for you, covering over 50 types of different exams, including JAMB, WAEC, Cacao,